Hello everyone. The book I brought it for you today is The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, written by John Gottman. Well, I would rather rephrase this or rename this The 7 Secrets of Making Marriage Work. I think Gottman should have named it like that. It's a wonderful book. Gottman is a well-known counselor and well-known speaker, and he made many couple united, he saved many marriages. That's the right thing to say. Gottman has written this book with Nan Silver. That's his wife. And when I read this book, I thought, seriously, this book has to be read by everybody, especially couple before getting married. They must read. That's my strong suggestion and advice to everybody. What a book. This book speaks about so many things: how to respect your spouse, how to avoid conflict. And he says one thing very clearly: in marriage life, you will get conflict. You can't help it, you can't avoid it. But then, can this conflict lead to divorce? Definitely no. So what needs to be done? Both the spouses, what they have to do to avoid divorce. And Gottman has given so many suggestions and so many tips. Today, the tolerance is in question. The patience is in question. There's so many youngsters, they get married, live for a while, and even at the drop of the hat, they go for divorce. But then, what is marriage? Marriage is to be cherished, marriage is to be enjoyed, and marriage is to be lived for a long time. But not the case with a few couple. So this Gottman has got a lab, and in the lab he invites couple and he allows them to discuss a couple of topics. And then when this couple discuss on an issue, for example, this lab, his assistants and including Gottman, they observe the attitude, the blood pressure and other things, the physiological changes, and then they predict whether this couple is going to last or whether they are going to divorce. And most of the time, surprisingly, this lab, they call it, Gottman calls love lab. This love lab predicts divorce at an accuracy of 90+%. That's awesome, isn't it? But then, when I read this, the suggestion, as I said, is quite amazing. And what I liked in this book is more of a workbook. So you can know where do you stand in terms of your temperament, in terms of the depth of love. And he has written so nicely. He speaks at one point 4 horses that you should avoid in the marriage. So he speaks about some of the things that couple must somehow avoid. Like, for example, contempt. When you argue with your spouse, argument is okay, but you cannot have a contemptuous, outlook on your spouse. So like that, there are so many things. And marriage is what? After all, marriage, has got so many people involved into this. Your in-laws, your children, and, people around. But in spite of all, if you can maintain your marriage at a blissful level, that's quite amazing, isn't it? Do you know how much divorce impacts children and impact people? He doesn't mean that you have to, in spite of your difficulties, you have to continue with the marriage. No, he doesn't say that. But what I understand is, it is good if you read this book so that you can understand your partner, you can respect your partner, you can reciprocate your partner. So that is something I like in this. And very scientifically written book. And in this book, Gottman quotes so many things about good marriages and couple, how they overcome their difficulties and how they stay away from the so-called divorce. So this book is a very popular book. Millions and millions of books have been sold all over the world, and I strongly recommend this book. And if you are new to this particular channel, in this channel we will be discussing on leadership, we are discussing on different different entrepreneurship, different topics like entrepreneurship and self-development and so on. So if you subscribe this, you will get notification about my video, and please put it on a comment box about your view about this particular review. Thank you so much.